Okay, this is another little recording here showing off a different deck. So this one is, I've been kind of, well, I took a walloping to my friend the other day with a deck kind of similar to this. We basically just kind of sit around and play some tabletop kitchen table magic, and pretty much just use whatever cards we have. Um, and so I built a deck kind of similar to this, but anyway, this is uh, one of my favorite decks to play. It's I guess the title of it, if you try and look it up like on a Google or something, is like an Izzet Blitz type deck. So Izzet meaning red and blue, and then Blitz basically means it's just looking to kill you in like a turn or two. And the way that it basically does that is it relies on these 8 creatures here. The Nivix Cyclops, right there. There he is. He's awesome. And the Kiln Fiend. Basically, a very similar card, costs 1 less mana and 1 color, but essentially does the same thing, except it is not a defender. The Nivix Cyclops, the upside to him is he's a little bit more hardy with 4 health. The upside with the Kiln Fiends, he gets out a turn sooner and only costs 1 color mana. So the way that this deck basically works is you stick one of these 8 creatures, and then you protect it with any of these 5 kind of protection spells: Apostle's Blessing, Dispel. Apostle's Blessing actually has a dual role in this deck. It can actually do A, protect your creature from some kind of removal spell, or B, it also can make it so your creature can't be blocked, and so you can just get in for 1,000,000,000 damage. Mutagenic growth is essentially a free pump spell, and then we are combining that with Temur Battle Rage, um, gaining double strike, so it's essentially worth 4 more damage. Your kind of standard burn spells. This one runs a Flame Slash just for kind of creature removal. And then these are your basic. Essentially, they're just 1 or 0 mana cycle spells that just get you through your deck. Trigger these creatures to essentially pump themselves by 3 power every time you cast one. So that's kind of the basic ways that the deck works. Gushes are your card draw spells. They don't actually cost 5 because you usually play them as an instant, return a couple islands and draw some cards. And then Piracy Charms is just actually, it looks like this version of the deck. I'll show you where I got it. Like MTG Goldfish. But this just has a bunch of different roles you can use for a number of different things. The lands in this deck are kind of here. It goes super duper skimpy on lands, essentially because it runs 1 3 mana spell, and then everything else is essentially either free or costs 2 life to cast it, or 1, and then a couple of spells that cost 2. So it doesn't need that many lands. It runs 17 lands. That seems a little thin to me. Usually if I run this deck, I usually run 8. But I got this deck off of this MTG Goldfish here. Let's go back here. I saw a bunch of different versions. So this is like the Pauper metagame. It kind of goes through the Wizards online leagues and stuff, and sees kind of, it breaks down how much of what is being played currently. Stompy is the most played Pauper deck in the game, followed by Mono Blue Delver, Dimir Control, Affinity, and so on and so forth on the list. Izzet Blitz is here. It's roughly 3% in that game. It's not like really hasn't been super high in any time recently in the last couple of years anyways, but that's kind of about where it sits. It still is a fun deck to play, and here it is. This is that version. I also have a version that I usually play. Let's see if I can find it. This one is very similar, obviously, except this one runs. It also has delvers in it instead of the augurs, and then kind of a very similar gamut of spells. And mine runs 18 lands. But I'm going to try this Izzet Blitz one. This will be the first time that I try this one. It runs these great furnaces, and I couldn't tell why. I was looking at it here. Anyways, even through the sideboard, I couldn't really tell why. I didn't put together the sideboard on this because I'm just going to go play some games for fun. So we will see how this works.